This kid was born ready. Go.
Okay, so I'm Justina.
Wait,
from
she's Justina.
Topic Springfield, store 382. And introduce yourself because they might not know who you
Jesse,
are.
I sing for the band Stick to Your Guns.
Okay, so a couple questions I had to ask. This major one. Your old album, I consider it just like pure original, like LA hardcore.
Okay.
Like along with Terror, original hardcore. Because you guys have gang books, you know, just pure, great throwdown breakdowns. What made you go, I almost want to put you new metal with this new album. Like, what made you decide to like turn to this kind of genre?
I don't know. To be honest with you, we have a lot of different influences. You know, we recorded that first album. We wrote it when we were 14. We recorded it when we were 16. You know, tomorrow is my 21st birthday, so we've come.
Wait, your birthday's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Her birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Number 13?
No, 14. So
Friday. Okay, so 2 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you know, we've had a lot of different influences. There was actually quite a big gap, about 3 years between the albums, and I don't know if I'd consider it new metal. I mean, I guess I would consider it metalcore. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't consider the old album, you know, really traditional hardcore either. I mean, I guess it is. I wrote almost basically the entire old album, and our drummer Casey wrote almost this entire new album. So that could have been something to do with it, but you know, I like our newer album better than our older album, and I'm gonna like our next album that we're writing for right now. It loves me a lot better than, you know, this last
Had a
one.
moment there.
Did you just pee? Did you just pee?
A little, actually. So, okay. So, do you think, like, since, like, with your new album, do you guys think that you went, like, the reason that you changed your sound was because you guys are, like, wanting to get into different stuff, or it's because you're just growing as a band?
Well, yeah. We're growing as a band, and, you know, the whole tough guy thing, we kind of wanted to stray from, because, you know, we're a bunch of sweethearts, you know, we're a bunch of teddy bears, that's not our thing, you know, we just want to create, hardcore is, I love hardcore, you know, I'm a hardcore kid, I love it, it's my music, but sometimes it just seems so cut and dry, and, you know, there's a certain way to do it, and if you don't do it that way, then you're not considered a hardcore band. It's like, you know, fuck it, I don't follow any sort of rules about music, that's what was supposed to be the beauty of music,
right.
You know, you can do whatever you want with it, and it's, you know, yeah.
Okay, so I read in a magazine that said you guys are from OC.
Yes,
correct. Okay, OC. My definition of OC. Did you guys get a lot of, because like most like people who think of hardcore bands are like people who've like grown up, you know, like tough times and all this other stuff. Being from OC, did you guys get like a lot of crap from like people or anything? Like, oh wow, you guys don't know anything. Why are you hardcore? You don't have anything like to relate to.
You taking off? No, okay. Okay, cool. I mean, not really. OC's not a great hardcore scene, you know what I mean? We've had the band Chain of Strength is from Orange County, Around is from Orange County, 18 Visions, you know, Bleeding Through, all those bands from Orange County, and it's not like everyone goes through, you know, different hard times, like the hard times we have here in America, and people in Africa have it much worse, you know what I mean? And people in other places have it even worse than that, you know what I mean? So it's like hard times. Yeah, we all have hard times, and some are worse than others, you know, and it's like, that is a common misconception, we're considered rich kids, and it's like, you know, I'm saying, you know, I may have been, you know, I'm a privileged person, but I'm not a pompous asshole, I'm not pretentious or anything like that, you know, I know the value of a dollar, I've worked, everything I have, I've worked for, I'd say that.
Nice.
I know. I'm a little blown away right now. I don't even know where my question is. Okay, so the singing on the album.
See you later, Cat.
Is that you? Or is that your guys' guitar player?
That's me.
So you do the singing?
Yes.
Okay, on your lyrics, do you draw your lyrics from personal experience or just from things that go on in the world, or kind of just a mixture of both?
Yeah, a mixture of both. You know, it's personal things, and also something with the old album is it's a lot more naive. I think, you know, we had toured. You know, we didn't know much besides outside of the Orange County bubble or the Northern California to Southern California, basically the West Coast bubble that there is. You know, I got to go out and see a lot more different places and see a lot more different things and see how different things work. Like here, you know what I mean? And it's like ultra Christian area, and it's like it's you know, and there's nothing wrong with being Christian. That's fine, but it's just like
We're both from Cali,
ignorance, yeah.
so.
But just ignorant people. It's just like the new album to me is me expressing my frustration toward things maybe a little bit more. But definitely more things that I see, you know what I mean? So it's personal, but it also is things that I see going on in the world. So yeah, I guess it's both.
So, like, how, like, when, I'm trying to think how I stored this. Do you guys, like, when you go into the studio, like, writing a song, because, like, there was this, like, this one thing that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I downloaded one song just to make sure I was gonna like it. I'm sorry, don't hate me for that.
Oh, it's free. Download it.
It was an intro, and I think it's you speaking. I don't know, or somebody speaking, and they're talking about, like, how you never write a song that everybody agreed on.
Oh, yeah, that's not me. That's something else.
Oh my god!
That from a
Because
DVD.
like, okay, it's like I heard that and I was like, oh my gosh, like, because you're just I'm like, you know, you never write a song too. Like, do you? I'm trying to how to explain this. Do you write songs like mainly for your fans, or do you write them just because that's what you want to get out?
This is what Sticky Gun's always been. We don't, you know, we are so grateful that we have such an awesome fan base, and our fans love us. But this is the thing, Sticky Guns is always gonna do whatever the fuck we want. And if people want to jump on the bandwagon, if people want to hop on with us and enjoy the ride with us, awesome. If they want to jump off and talk all this shit, this and that, then, you know, so be it. You know, we're not doing it for you. I mean, we are in a sense, and we want to give back, and we always will continue to give back in the ways that we can. But we're not gonna base it like, oh, well, what do kids want to hear? You know what I mean? It's like we're gonna do what we're gonna do, and it's like that's the attitude we've always had. And the quote actually that you're talking about on the CD is one of my biggest influences as a lyricist. Actually, is Sage Francis, and he basically is talking about, you know, you can't write a song that everybody's gonna agree with, because that's just an empty song and it's saying nothing, and you're doing that so, you know, I mean, you don't want to be confronted, and you don't want what you believe questioned, and you don't want confrontation. You know what I mean? And that's bullshit. People need to be, you know, people need to question what they believe. If they don't, and they live in the dark, and that's how you get shit like going on here. People are saying, you know, Barack Obama is the Antichrist, and, you know, you get people like the Phelps family saying Hurricane Katrina happened because God wanted to wash away all the sinners, and it's just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm sorry, you know, I don't feel bad. I feel bad for those people, because it's like they haven't left this area, you know what I mean? And they don't get to see other places and realize, like, wait, there's a lot of good things going on in the world. There's a lot of really good people trying to do the best that they can with what they have. And it's like, when you have people like that, it's a bunch of fucking rich, white, God-fearing, gun-toting, ignorant people who live in this community, this tight-knit community, then they've never seen anything else. You know what I mean? That's important, and that's why my mom, you know, like I said, I'm 21, and I've been doing this for the last, you know, touring for the last, like, about 3 or 4 years, and it's like, that's a hard thing for my mom to, you know, let her baby go out in the world, but she knows, like, you know, I need to do that. To spew a little bit more vomit right now, one thing, we were playing a show in North Carolina, at the brewery. It was an awesome show. I love that place. Went across the street, and I went around to the back, and I was eating some, like, I don't know, some candy or some shit. And I went up to a telephone pole. Written on a telephone pole was one of the greatest quotes I have ever read in my life, and I live my life by it now. It said, my bicycle took me places that the classroom never could. You know what I mean? It's like there's people who are sitting in a classroom learning, but it's like if you don't get out and see shit in the world, you know, it's like after sophomore year, I stopped going to school. You know what I mean? My mom was cool with that, because she realized you learn so much more with what's really
2 minutes left, by the way.
If it stops, tell us, and we'll stop and we'll continue, because this is getting heated for me right now.
But yeah.
Can't miss E-Tid.
Yeah, exactly. Great band. The Bronx, great band. Great little band tour with them. West Side, represent.
She's ready.
Okay, what are your top, like, okay, I'm trying to say this, top 5 bands that you think influenced you the most? Like, if you had, like, an hour to live and you can listen to 5 bands.
Bands or people? Because, alright, Henry Rollins.
Okay.
He is my guy. He is the singer of Black Flag. He's actually I think he's the 3rd or 4th singer. And to be honest with you, I liked Black Flag before Henry Rollins. I think he kind of did something weird with the band. It was good, but it wasn't as good. You know, I think their previous singers were better, but he is my guy as a person, as, you know, a spoken word artist, as an author, as everything that guy does and touches, I love, and he's a great dude. He influenced me a lot. Sage Francis, that guy he's a hip hop artist. Love him. Propaganda, Canadian band, vegan, awesome dudes. I've never met them. Awesome, like, band though. The Boys in Terror, love Terror, one of my favorite hardcore bands. Scott Vogel, the singer, he's our manager. Good friends with those guys, love them. And another band right now that I'm loving from Baltimore, Maryland, Trapped in Rice. Great fucking band. That's just right now, you know, it's constantly changing. But the first three, Henry Rollins, Sage Francis, and Propaganda. Cat Power. Cat Power. I have a shirt on right now. Cat Power shirt.
I'm down with Cat Power.
Cat Power shirt. Yeah, she's great. Sean Marshall. Love her. She's beautiful, gorgeous. I have a thing for female artists.
How much time is on this? I have one question.
16 seconds. 15,
Okay, go and
14.
Stop it, 'cause I was